Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SPASRO. Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. If your birthday is on this day, kindly comment your name with birth year on chat. If you like my work, kindly sponsor by buying super chat and sticker. We are born in this earth for some purpose, believe that you also born for the purpose. You are special, you're our unique personality who born on this earth. Today we are going to see about secret of January 29 Zodiac horoscope birthday personality. In the event that you were brought into the world on the 10th day of the month, you have a mindful demeanor which will at last place you into an occupation where you are answerable for other people. While all things considered, you will dominate expertly. Your private life may encounter pinnacles and box as you look for individual just as open recognition. While you will do well in numerous fields, you need to practice moderation since you do tend to respond in limits when under tension. You have an inventive and innovative psyche. You like verse and music. You have a decent taste of garments, fragrances and so forth. You have faith in the head of quiet concurrence. You have an alluring character. Despite the fact that you confess your slip ups effectively, you will in general recurrent them over and over. You should build your fearlessness and self-assurance. You have faith in the hypothesis of incline toward toleration. You ought to try not to be fretful and agitated throughout everyday life. You are normally exceptionally oversensitive. You will in general get discouraged and bleak rapidly. You love voyaging abroad. You as a rule do numerous things in your day-to-day existence twice. This is on the grounds that you infrequently acquire achievement in the primary endeavor. As Moon is your decision planet, you will in general get affected by the steady waxing of Moon more than others. You ought not take your significant choices during the full moon. You will actually want to quit any pretense of everything of yours for companionship. With respect to, you may experience the ill effects of issues identified with stomach and stomach-related organs. You should care for your well-being and make an effort not to exhaust most during the long periods of January, February and July. You ought to eat however much cucumber and lettuce as could be expected. You ought to likewise attempt to notice quick in any event once per month and drink lemon water as it were. This will end up being helpful to you. You are a fearless individual. You have a sharp brain and are additionally a profound mastermind. You will acquire a great deal of progress in your business. You are a blessed individual and fate will consistently support you. Numerous occurrences and occasions will happen in your life. You are a touchy individual and none can prognosticate your activities and plans. There are odds of karma not preferring you in your wedded life. There might be ups and downs in your conjugal relationship. You are exceptionally instinctive and innovative. Your psyche thinks in pictures. You appear to draw data and thoughts from out of the sky. Your instinct is your blessing, alongside an incredible drive to know the oneness, all things considered. You are so determined by otherworldly pursuits that regardless of what you do throughout everyday life, the universe of soul and theory will be key to your day-by-day conduct. You feel connected with the bigger all-inclusive powers, and nothing will change that. You have a fine brain and sharp experiences, yet these don't come because of rationale or reasonable idea. You are bound to coordinate your life by motivation, as opposed to by determined reflections. In some capacity, you realize that you are in the possession of fate, and that you should give up to the higher forces that shape your life. You are normally a slow developer. Your initial and center 30s will in general be years spent in apprenticeship and moderate turn of events. During this period, you can get baffled with your advancement, or its obvious absence. You need to create confidence. You are a profoundly accused individual of a lot to do. However, you should create character and savvy instinct before you start to tap your actual potential. Similarly, as a tree needs roots to develop tall, thus, as well, do you need to create profundity of character to start to grow in the manners you want and eventually imagine. Your profoundly evolved instinct makes you a brilliant advocate, healer, or well-being expert. You have a present for rousing individuals. Numerous individuals respect you without your knowing it. You are a visionary, and others sense your insight. You are intensely touchy and effortlessly impacted by your environmental factors. You love excellence and concordance. You want social association and much consideration. You can be exceptionally passionate, frequently encountering limits of satisfaction and misery. You are normally excessively effectively stung. You get discouraged effectively and feel the absence of certainty during times you are feeling dull. In spite of your affectability, you have initiative capacities. You are unobtrusive, political and amiable. You can convince, and can be very intense. Your high affectability to others makes you merciful, kind, and delicate. You have a chance for notoriety and accomplishment as long as you don't seek after either as your divine beings. Search for approaches to help other people and pass on a bigger message, with which you were honored. This will present to you the material and social organic products you want. You are amiable, patient and can summitely track down a typical language with totally all classifications of individuals. You can see through an individual gratitude to an exceptionally created instinct. With superb relational abilities, you can without much of a stretch end up in the field of working with individuals. Your undeniable degree of relational abilities can make you an extraordinary negotiator. The symbol of a person calm in behavior and actions, gentle, tactful, with the ability to find compromises, able to control himself. You are a man with the confrontation of two equal beginnings acting in opposite directions from each other. At the expense of these confrontations, balance and tranquility are maintained within you. You are easily subservient, passive and gentle. You are closer to the role of advisor or designer, rather than the artist. Tact and delicacy. The capacity to establish a decent connection with a specific individual, without drawing in the consideration of everybody. Remarkable contact dependent on an itemized investigation of the conversationalist's conduct. Style is a work of art. People who are belittled by this number put family prosperity and estimated home life first. Sexual coexistence is less imperative to them than correspondence, shared regard and love. Committed and mindful, they require a similar consistency from their accomplice. Feeling adoration and consistency, they are quiet and cheerful. Be that as it may, when questions about the unwaveringness of an accomplice creep into their heads, the two change drastically, showing solid desire, which can prompt drastic actions to protect the family. This number of birthday describes you as a controlled, adjusted individual, ally of settling strife circumstances via looking for a trade-off. You frequently negate yourself and regularly endeavor to intercede in the issues of others, which frequently prompts inconvenience. Moon. People of the moon are diverse emotionality, receptiveness. They effectively adjust to their environmental factors and conditions, regularly imaginatively skilled. They accomplish their objectives by evading impediments and instinctively utilizing positive freedoms. They have disposition swings. Unwittingly they are searching for a more grounded individual who might dependably uphold them. They are very housewives, family arranged, faithful, touchy, never face challenges. They can change the musicality of life. They are self-observers, thusly, despite the fact that they are well-disposed, they are regularly shut in their complex inward world with a rich creative mind. These individuals are described by the accompanying character attributes: an awareness of certain expectations, a longing for freedom. In doing their arrangements they generally act strategically and cautiously, don't permit others to constrain them to do things that they don't care for. They have a decent connection with the mankind.